All right, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to more Black Desert. So we are back at normal Ash Forest this time, and yeah, after doing Dekia in the last video, that was kind of rough. Also, now that we got a drop buff going on, that's huge. I guess I'll use that one too. But yeah, I've been about like 7 hours dry, no Debo neck, but now that we got a actual buff going on, it's pretty nice. Maybe we'll actually get a Debo, then we can click it. Anyway, Ash Forest got changed in the past, I think, like month or two. So basically, they raised the overall AP cap, and they also increased the health tier. So, in theory, like, the higher your AP is, it'll feel better. And honestly, I think it feels a little bit different. It's cool. This place still sucks. I get more trash an hour, but like we're here for Debo next, not for trash loot. It's nice, I'm not complaining, but I wish they would raise the thing that mattered here. But yeah, I'm just doing an hour in the Marty realm because why not? Figured we'll just go here. There wasn't even anyone in the non-Marty realm. I'm testing the spot to see if the spot is better in the realm or not, or the spawn rates and everything. So far, drop rates not so good. Maybe we'll get one this hour. I still don't really like what you hit the rift seed, right? And then this spawns all the mini ghosts. But sometimes when I burst it early on, it doesn't actually do anything until like later on. So I'm not 100% sure if they changed that or just like it doesn't work as intended. Also, I do wonder if succession here is better. Yeah, like see, it doesn't. The rift seed doesn't pop. Also, I'm just trying to figure out how to do some of these pulls. Like, I wonder if pulling it over here is better, because they all just follow. And I think for anyone going for the Orzeka stuff, like the leaves, I'm pretty sure this spot for the helmet is the place you want to be. And if you're looking for both of them, probably Crypt of Resting Thoughts. Admittedly, that place is kind of scary, but it's better than Turos, and Thornwood, not good at all for the chest. But yeah, I think Crypt and this place if you want the highest rates of it. Oh, leaf. Add that into my collection of another 150 of them. I do think for everyone who goes about chasing titles and like tries to get all of them, we all know, like, you know how blue is the standard color for a title, right? And then it's like brown for the treasure items and yellow for like the super rare items, like the Great Marnie Adventure one, the ones that people can get normally. I think the Orzeka and the Nuverkant ones are pretty nice, actually. Those are like pretty obtainable and they're colored titles. Also, did you guys see they changed all the life skill crystals? You know how like every crystal had like a mastery and an XP one. Now they're all combined into one, so there's no like, for example, gathering XP or gathering mastery. Those are all separate versus like processing and whatever. Now they're all combined into one, which I think is a good thing. And so they refunded everyone's crystals, and everyone made a pretty decent amount of silver off of that. And plus they gave us the refund on the crystal as well, so like you still got your crystals and you got free money, which is awesome. I only had one set, so like I made 6 billion silver. You can actually see it, like it'll give you this one. It's like, oh, I wake up this morning, patch my game, log in, it's like, here's 6 billion silver. I'm like, free. So I guess I'm gonna use that money for I guess another artifact, the Kabua one, because I need, or I just want like 4 or maybe 6 of them total. And let's be real, most people only need 2 for PvP, but I just, as a person who actually plays this game a lot, 4 to 6 of them is what you're gonna need, which is why they also added the new spot today. And you know how Darkseeker's Retreat would give you the Kabua's artifacts plus the flame pieces? Well, the new spot is higher drop rate on the artifact, which is, I think, is a good thing, because most people only need 1 flame, but like endgame players need multiple artifacts. So that's what I think. I'm gonna try it later out, but with this drop rate though, I don't know. I feel like I need to start farming Debos so we can go for our pen attempt. Surely we get a necklace, right? Today we're on 300% for the first time in drop rate. I'm like 7 hours with no necklace. At this point in the game, they just really need to raise the item drop cap from 300 to like 500 across the board. Alright, are gonna follow? My trash is a little bit lower, so I'm still like learning things. Also, I would rather grind casual Ash Forest these days than Dekia. Like, if you watched the other video I did, man, that was kind of sus actually. It was intense. Sometimes I wish the Volcrust would fly faster, but at the same time, I don't think that would be a good idea, to be honest. Like, for me, it's good, but for your average player, these kind of hit hard if you're not as geared. Usually I group them up a lot better than that. That was just bonk pull. Oh, nighttime ash forest is coming soon. Honestly, nighttime ash forest, it used to be scary. And then, as long as you just know what to focus and know what to look for. Like when they fly in the air, the Volcrust, they're about to do a slam, and that slam is the one that really hurts. And of course, what you want to look for is the blade swing and the huge slam that drops. Ideally, just kill things before it kills you. Standard video game practice. So my plan is, if I get a Debo here, what I'm gonna do with it is I'll slam it, I'll use Trons and hit it to Tet. If it downgrades, that's unfortunate. We keep going. Like every time I think, I'm like, should I just buy it at Tet? But then it's actually better to grind and make it yourself. But I don't know, man. Like the costume cost and Crons is intense. And making 100 stack, I guess for someone who doesn't have a lot of stacks, I guess it'd be rough. But for me, I can make a lot of head accessories with my hundreds. Should probably use it on something, so it's probably in my best interest to just make it myself. What did I get out of that? Valk's Cry. Kinda need those. Not really. So is that what the ability you have to use to pull everything? I shift F. I remember when that skill actually used to be pretty terrible. Grip of Grudge or something it's called. You think we're gonna get a necklace this hour? It'd be really nice. Yeah, I think I'm like bursting them, but they end up with like an extra 5% or a few percent extra health to the point where if I had a little bit more AP, I think if I used the actual spirit perfumes or like the perfume of courage ones, the pink ones that are like 30 mil each, which is mega rough for me. Like I should be using it. It is worth my time and I can make back that easily. But man, it's just the idea of spending like 3 billion on potions or one potion alone is wild. But like it should be done for me. Yeah, it spawned all the way down there. Maybe if we get 2 Debos, I could just easy tap it to Ben. Honestly though, like I would rather be grinding Crypt right now than Ash, but the hard truth is the necklace is worth like more stats than the belt is. But also the good thing is I don't really need elixirs here. Compared to when I was grinding Tungrad, Ruins, and Darkseekers, I would full elixir. But here, I'm just like, I'm chilling. Tree was in the way. I think I like missed a lot of those hits. I know it's called Ash Forest, but can you just remove some of the trees? Like, why is this one there? In very particular, why is this tree there? And why did you put the Barnest right here? Can't you have put the Barnest literally anywhere else, like right here or something? If you ever lose track of the Volcrus, it's probably in the air. They just iframe out of that. I'm looking at my buff bar and it looks like I'm missing something, but I don't know what. That's the weird problem. I got Draft on, Perfume, Alchstone, Food. That's important. Church buffs, horse buff. What a dumb thing. So many buffs to remember. This is why new players are just like, I hate grinding, because not only is it, first of all, it's grinding. Second of all, you have to remember like 10 different things. Man, you guys remember back in the day when Ash Forest would give like 3,000 to 4,000 trash loot, and that was in an hour, and then they like mega buffed it, so now it's I guess between 12 to 14k. I think the Garmoth averages 12. I guess it depends on how well I pull and a few other things. Depends on how many times I get randomly knocked down. The one thing I'm still not sure of, like, in my experience grinding here, most of the Debo neck drops came from the Volcrus. I've had a few come from the other ones, but it makes me wonder, is it worth skipping the mini ghosts? Well, not really skipping, but like if you leave some behind, it is what it is. Always take out the Barnus first. I know the average on Garmoths is like one neck drops every 2 hours. Yeah, right. I don't. That is such a scuffed thing. Maybe I'm just unlucky. It's in a tree. Still trying to figure out the best way to group all of these together. Oh, I tried to pull the big one in the back. I think the non-Marnie realm might be better, but I'm not sure. I don't have enough data to figure that out. Man, that's not what I wanted to see. But yeah, if we get one this hour, at the end of the hour, I'll click the thing and hope for the best. He just went through that and took like no damage. Fun. I don't know how many Capris I get an hour here, but it's not bad. So Capris prices are like at an all-time low right now, just because ever since the Ator shoes came out, it's like for all the endgame players, since that was the last piece, most people are really done. And the only thing I guess an endgame player needs Capris for now is if they're... Oh, we got one! From a Gyros. Oh, nice. So yeah, the only thing an endgame player needs is to, like, if you have a Black Star offhand and you do PvP, you would put it in your Nuber. I think that's about it. Other than that, it's Capris to just make another one for profit and sell it. Our dry streak has ended of 7 hours. All it took was 300% drop rate. fix that problem. Holy, I need to grind on Arsha. I wonder how bad is Ash Forest and Arsha. Must be pretty bad though. Ain't no way I'm doing Dekia Ash on Arsha though. Dude, they need to buff 100%. They do like no damage anymore at high-end spots. And by buff it, I mean like PvE buff only. PvP, still kind of cracked though. Have you ever seen a Drac 200 go off? I swear I've seen like montage clips. Like the Drac flies in the air and just like does a dive bomb. Like carpet bomb, and that thing is nuts. Well, after this hour, we get to watch me click demos again. Or at least one. Hello? Go faster. Maybe I need to start figuring out how to do that, but a back attack. Doing back attacks at Ash is kind of weird. So, like, if anyone has ever played Final Fantasy, you know how there's positionals, which is sides, like flank and then back. This game's back attacks are kind of like flanks or on the side as well, which is kind of interesting. It's probably for the best because movement is tough. But just in case people didn't know that. Holy, where are these Afuarus coming from? Yo. That's 3 Capras right there. That's like 10 mil. So we got another like 23 minutes. I would still rather be grinding Crypt right now. Just because, like, also, in terms of, like, rich merchant ring pieces, I still need that, but I have the Ash Forest piece. Oh, they all aggroed. Another leaf. If my Tet downgrade, or like my Tri downgrades to Duo, I don't know what I'd do. Should I buy a Tet again, or just, nah? I think in theory it is actually better to make it. But man, I hate this grinding here is so awful. You gotta do what you gotta do. Last Skarmoth of the week before reset. Okay, so for all of you who have gotten like the what is it, the pity pieces, the 2 mil ones, I can't believe you need 10 of them. Like, where is it? I got 1 and you need 10. And I heard the drop rate's even low for the pities. Like, I get it's a 20 bill item. Man, it shouldn't be that hard to get it. Especially when you can only do Garmoth 3 times a week. And you need 10 of them. And it's only once per family. It should be, like, easy. Most people will need 3 Garmoth's hearts in total. 1 for your, like, Awakening, sub-weapon. And then if you PvP, you have 2 sub-weapons. If you play a Shy, you're gonna need another one. So 2 if you're a PvEer only, 3 if you do everything, 4 if you play everything and do everything. Wonder why some skills don't work on it, like the Rift Seed, until later. Weird. Me trying to get back attacks and it doesn't work. I'll trade these Afuarus for Debo. You know, actually, that would be an interesting thing. If you could trade all the Afuarus and like never get it again, but get average luck, permanently average RNG on Debo drops, I would absolutely do that. I don't care about the Capris and the other thing. What does it drop? Leaves. Also, the leave drop rate is not even that good. It's better than the other spots. Still not that great. All right. So yeah, like the amount of trash loot, probably like 400 mil just from the trash loot alone. And then I did a thing at Dekia the other day. It's about like 500 mil trash loot plus the bonuses. The Dekia is more if you don't die and you're alert for the entire hour. Whereas this spot, I can make mistakes and have like very little risk of death unless I get CC'd and like 6 of them hit me at once. I wish these had a bigger aggro radius, but then like the leash wouldn't be too far. Like let's say you could pull them, but then they won't chase you forever like some of them do. Yeah, okay, I think this is looking like a 11k hour, which is well under average. Where are you? Dude, it wasn't even glowing. We did get a lot of AFU hours though. That's the one above average thing, and of course the Debo. But trash loot wise, a little bit different. See, if I pull the Barnus, or I kill the Barnus and then bring everything over to the seed over here. That's sorta better, but then all the mini ghosts just kind of come out of nowhere, and it's hard to pull them. Give me one more Debo this hour. Just in case we fail to 30% in about 10 minutes. Ow. Another Afuaru. Wait, where is it? Oh, there it is. Well, I'm glad you guys can see something now because it's like brighter in game, but too bad there's only 10 minutes left of the grind, or 8 minutes. Another leaf. Maybe I'll put these Orzeka helmets on all my other characters. I think I have like 155 of them now. Leaves. I've never gotten a straight drop lung for it, but Guess it doesn't really matter. We'll trade 100 leaves for 1 Debo. They should actually put that exchange into the game. But like, yeah, I guess I would do that. You get 100 leaves, you clearly grinded enough hours to get 1 Debo. I'm not even gonna bother if they're too slow. It is what it is. All right, let's see. That's like 5 minutes left on the grind. Whenever my 10th buff goes out, I'll call it. No matter what, though, this hour was, I would say, above average. Not in trash loot, but we got a Debo, so that's all that matters. Dude, these don't even pull. What in the world? How did they aggro one time, not the others? Do I have to keep damaging the Rift Crystal? Oh, I hit it. I thought that Gyros in the back was the Afuaru. I was like looking at it for a second. I was like, wait, kind of looks the same. Yeah, I don't I don't know. Do I have to be on the like right side or close to them when I pop the Rift Seed to aggro? How many leaves did we get this hour? 8? Holy, that's a lot. I think my average is between like 4 to 5. I need to start using that more. I wish I had a bigger radius. All right, let's get back to the horse and then call it. Turn that off. Make sure I don't pop another hour. One last Debo would be nice. All right, last pack. All right, it's time to click the Debo. Hold up, let me turn off everything and remember, man, that was like one Debo, 150, almost 60 Capra stones. I don't know. Not the worst hour I've had, but it's time to click a Debo. Let me see, what stacks do I have? I should be using like a 110 or something. I have a 140, but like, that seems a little high for any sort of tet. Like, I understand overstacking, but for going for tet, just, it's not that much of a difference to the point where I just used a 140 on something else. I actually have no idea how many it is. I'll just take out 3,000. Let's see, what would the chance be? 31.5 on a 140. It's like 1% more for like 25 extra stacks. Okay. Let's go for tet. Pray for me. Oh, let's go. All we need is one more. Boys, we're back. This 310. 310 stack. It's coming. Next time we get... How many more do I need? Hold on, let me check. I think I need like 2,000 more. 11.5. Oh god, that's so expensive. I'm not buying vendor crons for that. If we get it, we get it. If we don't, it is what it is. But like, I need 2,000 more crons. Hey, at least we can actually use this again. So that's cool. All right, cool. Well, can actually swap this out again. Oh, thank God. I was just hoping like no downgrade. This is the best outcome. Now next time we use 310 and pray it doesn't downgrade again. All right, let's see. Okay, so before and after. So we are at, well, I mean, we're kind of on scuffed buffs anyway, but 668 plus 259. Let me see. So we're down 1 AP. But, oh, wait, does this show it a set effect? Where does it show that? Wait. 671. 682. Okay, yeah, so, okay, it shows it there. I was just wondering. So, like, you get the 12% or 12 AP buff from the 3 set. So we have 1, 2, 3. And then, yeah, so even at triple tet, it is better to technically have it than, like, this. A Disto and, I don't know, Voltara or something. So, yeah, technically better to run triple tet demos. We're back. We just need to grind another hour later, and we get it. So, with that said, I'll see you guys later. Peace.